I have the script for the NBA playoffs. Where did I find it? Up your butt. What was it doing in there?
What was it doing in there? I still don't know, but after delivering the most accurate first-round playoff script in all of sports media, it's time to let you in on the second-round results and prove once and for all that the NBA is rigged, and any team that goes against the script will be duly punished behind closed doors. Anyways, let's start with the West this time. The OKC Thunder pulling off a clean sweep in the first round is something that I didn't expect at all. Sure, I picked them to win, but I figured they would have trouble dealing with the playoff atmosphere given how young and inexperienced their roster is. But the Pelicans and the Mavericks are anything but similar. We're talking about a team that not only has the league's leading scorer, a guy with more talent in one of his toenails than 99% of us have in our whole bodies, but has a healthy, basketball-focused Kyrie Irving as a second option. This is going to be a tight series, but the Thunder showed this season that they're capable of beating this team. They won the season series 3-1, but the one loss was by a whopping 35 points. And trust me, there will be a shit ton of points scored in this series. It's gonna come down to which players can step up their games in the biggest of moments. And for whatever reason, I think it'll be Shea and the Thunder. It'll go 7 games though, and something's telling me that a breakout star will emerge. Minnesota is a team with a ton of hype surrounding it right now. Sweeping the Phoenix Suns and talking major trash the whole time they were doing it was a sight to behold. And with all this hype around Anthony Edwards, which is heavily warranted, I might add, people will likely overlook the demon that Jamal Murray has been in these playoffs. 2-game winners in the same series? Are you out of your fucking mind? And the absurd thing about that is he had a bad playoff series by his standards. We all saw Jimmy High Roller's video about Murray's reputation as a postseason riser, and I would wager that, from a statistical standpoint, he will certainly improve in this series, and the Nuggies will need him to do so. That head-to-head matchup between him and Edwards might just be one for the ages. But basketball is a team game, so let's take the other guys into consideration. Alright, so one team has Nikola Jokic, and the other team doesn't. That's good enough for me. I'm picking the Nuggets, but it's going to be an instant classic of a series which will go the full 7 games. And I'm saying this despite the fact that Minnesota already took Game 1, because the Nuggies are different. And with the Western Conference Finals now set, let's move on to the Eastern Conference and see which teams will be moving on out there. And keep in mind, this is not opinion, this is not debatable, this is not bullshit. This is the official script that the NBA has printed.
There he is! What the fuck? Get out of my house! Where the fuck am I?
Wakey, wakey.
Who the fuck said that?
Turn around, dipshit.
What the fuck are you doing in my house?
Oh, just a quick search. Need to make sure you haven't stolen anything else from us.
Looks suspicious to you, sir?
Let me see that.
Hey! Put down the cat.
We saw your video. Now tell us where you really found the script.
I found it up some dude's ass?
You're lying!
I'm totally lying.
Shut up!
Ooh. But I don't even have the real script. The script I have says like and subscribe, which you should do, by the way. I didn't even know that a real script exists.
Oh yeah? Well, what's that in your pocket?
Nothing. I'm just happy to see you.
Empty your pocket. Now, what does that bottle say?
The real script?
Uh-huh. That's what I thought. Listen, we know you've read through the script already. You know exactly how the playoffs are going to turn out. So we're going to have you read the script to your audience up to the conference finals, and then we'll have to kill you.
Is there a second option?
Well, we could just kill you right now.
I'll take the first option.
Well then, the floor is yours.
Boston Celtics are...
Say it with enthusiasm!
The Boston Celtics just beat the Miami Heat 4-1 in their opening series. And honestly, that's a disappointing performance. The Heat didn't have Jimmy Butler, their playoff Michael Jordan, for the entirety of that series, and somehow they managed to get a double-digit victory. We're not going to ignore the fact that it took a historically great shooting night for the Heat to accomplish this, but we can also acknowledge the fact that defending the perimeter is an option in an NBA game. But with that being said, the Cleveland Cavaliers are coming off a brutal 7-game series, the only one in the first round, and they're probably pretty fucking exhausted. Honestly, the Celtics should win this in 4 games, but they showed a chink in their armor last series, so they're gonna gentlemen sweep the Magic, who might just expose another one of their weaknesses. After a not-so-shocking 6-game victory versus the heavily depleted Bucks, coached by Doc Rivers, the 6th-seeded Pacers find themselves in an unlikely spot facing the New York Knicks for the right to face the Celtics in the conference finals. And the Indiana Pacers are definitely a team. They're a basketball team that also plays in the NBA. That much I can confirm. Listen, Pacers fans, all 11 of you watching, there's not a lot of hope for your team. Sure, you won your season series against the Knicks, but do you really think you ever faced this version of Jalen Brunson? He is playing out of his goddamn motherfucking mind right now. Watching him play makes miracles happen. It cured my syphilis. Do you have a player that will consistently deliver half of his offensive production? Honestly, I'm not so sure. And as an honorary member of the Knickerbocker bandwagon, it brings me great pleasure to say, Knicks in 5. The New York Knicks are going to the conference finals, baby. New York, stand up. So, are you gonna kill me now?
Ha! You think we're just gonna kill you without watching you suffer first? You've committed unforgivable crimes against the NBA. You're not worthy of the sweet release of a quick, painless death. Have fun rotting in there for the rest of your pathetic life. Ha 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 ha! Bitch.
Well, like and subscribe.